own group of people that he didn't beat. And unfortunately, it took 2 women dying for him to get noticed. You didn't win, and you're going to get what you deserve.
As of Monday evening, the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office says that they are currently working on my request. Matthew says she wants to file a lawsuit against the Sheriff's Office for the outcome of her case. Again, Wilson will be sentenced on July 23rd, and I will be in that courtroom to bring you the decision. In studio, Caitlin Knapp, Fox 4.
Thanks to Caitlin Knapp for that report. Such a difficult one. Let's bring back in Marie Pereira and Matthew Mangino. Matthew, something was missed here. Clearly, you never want to see a situation where someone may have been stopped before, but unfortunately, we've seen this before.
Well, yeah, I mean, every investigation is different. You're dealing with different police officers. You're dealing with different circumstances. It's hard, especially in a domestic violence situation at times, to distinguish exactly, what had occurred there. But certainly this case, screams out for some intervention by the police, whether or not, there's some concern about exactly what the circumstances are. This is a vulnerable person who had obvious bruising, had a plausible story about how this occurred, felt threatened by the situation, and yet was left without any police intervention, was left without, any prosecution of her abuser. And, that certainly is a concern. And I'm sure that's something that's going to be reviewed to determine whether or not, policies, procedures need to be updated or need to be amended.
Absolutely, it should be. And Marie, we heard her say that she was told, oh, it's hearsay, there's no witnesses. This is a domestic violence case. I know that's a part of your specialty. One of your focus areas is these domestic violence cases and victim support. I mean, just the process of going through a sexual assault kit can re-victimize people when they go through it. But she did all the steps that we tell people to do when they are in this situation. What needs to change?
I agree with Matt that this is going to be reviewed and heads will have to roll, because at the end of the day, the woman was attacked. She was allegedly attacked by him. She didn't go to the police at the scene of that crime, but she went, when she got home, she went to the hospital. They did a rape kit. She outcried to her mother, and she knew him. It wasn't plausible that it wasn't him. So they just went to ask him, did you do this? And he said no. And because of that, they said there's no probable cause. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. It was a sexual assault. He kidnapped her. He took her against her will, and whether or not they knew each other shouldn't have anything to do with it. Whether or not there was a slight delay in the reporting shouldn't have anything to do with it. And I think I'm glad that this reporter brought this out, because whoever investigated this and failed to even bring it to the DA